Hello again in this installment of Spiritual Wisdom. My name is Nicholas and this is my channel Spiritual Wisdom, and on my channel I talk about witchcraft, Wicca, paganism. I also talk about crystals and their magical properties, self-love, manifestation and all manner of magical topics. Today I'm going to be talking about the pagan festival Samhain. Now, within the Wiccan religion, there's 8 major festivals. These festivals are acknowledged for the wheel of the year. Many neo-pagans, and the word neo-pagan really describes modern pagans, also celebrate the wheel of the year. So things like Druidry, the path of Celtic folklore, and also the path of Druidry. Many Druids also celebrate the wheel of the year, as well as many Celtic pagans celebrate the wheel of the year. Samhain is one of the Celtic pagan festivals. The word Samhain means summer's end. So this festival marks the end of summer and marks the beginning of winter. This festival also is the third and last harvest of the year. So our ancestors would have gathered what fruits and vegetables were available to them at this time. They would gather the fruits and vegetables that were available to them at this time. And because they would use what fruit and vegetables were available and store them throughout winter, many animals would be killed or slaughtered round about this time to ensure the survival of our ancestors. Many of our ancestors would do this. And Samhain is also seen as the Celtic New Year or the Witches' New Year. Samhain's also seen as that, the Celtic or the Witches' New Year. So it's a time for new beginnings, fresh starts, thing for that. Samhain is also a great time for reflection, reflecting what the year has brought us, what we've been through, and just a great time to record our feelings and emotions. Samhain is also a time between the worlds. It's a time where the veil between our world and the spirit world is at its thinnest. So this is a great time to communicate with lost loved ones, to communicate with spirits. Many witches as well as pagans, Wiccans, will decorate their altars with images of deceased loved ones. Some practitioners will have a dumb supper. This is where you would set out the dinner table, but you would set a place at the dinner table for deceased loved ones. So some practitioners do this as well. Not all can do this, but some do. And Samhain is just a great time. And again, a great time for doing seances. Also just a great time for doing divination. You could do a tarot card reading for what's going to happen round about the end of Samhain to the beginning of November. Now, many people in the Northern Hemisphere celebrate Samhain round about the 31st of October to the November 1st. So a lot of people celebrate it between those times in the Northern Hemisphere. And obviously, if you went to the Southern Hemisphere, the dates would be different. And I love talking about the pagan festivals, so I will be making another video next year on Samhain again. But I love Samhain and it's just such a magical time. And many of the customs we see at Halloween, they all have pagan origins because many of the pagans at this time would dress up. They would light fires to warn off the evil spirits and dress up to sort of scare or warn off evil spirits as well. They would also make jack-o'-lanterns to guide lost spirits, but also to protect the home from negative energies. So Samhain is such a wonderful time, and that's sort of what, us as pagans, it's a time of new beginnings, fresh starts. It's a time to honour our ancestors, lost loved ones, great time for self-reflection, great time for new beginnings. And it's just a wonderful time, Samhain. And this is me just sharing some knowledge, some information on this festival. As always, I encourage you to do your own research and do your own studies. But I'm just sharing you my knowledge of what I know about Samhain as well. And until the next installment of Spiritual Wisdom, may meet again. Blessed be.